Well, oh, is it time? Oh, I get so excited when it's time. Welcome back to Travel Show Live. Like I said, the show is live. Anything could happen. Steve might take his pants off. You don't know. It could happen. It has happened before. Welcome back. It's nice to have you here.
Fortunately, there's no film of that.
Whoopsie. Yeah. That's a shame. Is that what the kids are saying these days?
Yeah,
I don't even know what that means.
Whoopsie.
The author of the book Superfoods is with us. I'm very happy about that. You're going to hold up the book?
Oh, yeah.
That's your job.
Just hold up the book. That's right.
There it is.
Sit here and look pretty and hold up books.
Hold up the book, man. Give me a break.
I never get the looking pretty part down, though.
Yeah, well, you're working on it. Every week you get a little bit better.
Thank you.
You're welcome. David Wolfe is with us. Hello, sir. Welcome to Travel Show Live. Nice to have you here.
Hey, how you doing, gentlemen?
You know, we're doing just fine. It's nice to have you here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Things are, all things considered. No, tell me about the book, Superfoods. What does it mean? Let's start there.
Well, it's the technology. It's where we're at now. Just as we've seen computers metamorphosized from entire buildings down to our laptops, we've also had advances in nutrition technology, and it hasn't all been through chemistry. It's been through understanding that some foods are more powerful than others. And instead of taking vitamin and mineral supplements, now we can really get all our vitamins and minerals from foods, and those are the foods that we call superfoods.
Well, that's the one of the biggest issues that we're going to have. You're going to turn that down just a little bit. Thank you. That's one of the questions I have because, you know, a lot of times people say, oh, just take a vitamin, just take some pills, everything will be all right. I mean, that's not necessarily the best answer, right?
I've been a nutritionist for 15 years, and I've really been looking into how much we actually know about food. We basically, out of 2,000 potential ingredients in foods, like amino acids and sugars and all of that, there's 2,000 of them. We know 1,000 of them. We know 50%. So when we're doing vitamins and minerals, we're just basing our information on stuff we know. But what about the stuff that's in food that we don't know about yet? Well, that's where Whole Foods comes in. That's where real, original food comes in. And that's why I'm such an advocate for superfoods, because it's all there. It's nature-made. We didn't do it in a laboratory.
Hey, David, hi. It's Steve O'Brien. We haven't chatted for a while, but I wanted to ask you, since obviously this is a travel program, we talked before about how travel, even leisure travel, if you spend hours and hours, days on end on airplanes and what have you, there is the drying out aspect, the aging aspect. You've got some terrific suggestions, I think, for good superfoods for travelers, don't you?
Absolutely. It's my forte. I remember telling you that for the last 15 years, I haven't been in one place for more than 4 weeks.
Wow.
So living that kind of lifestyle, superfoods is kind of what I stumbled into, because you can bring a little snack pack, a trail mix type of mix of, for example, goji berries, cacao, hemp seeds, coconut flakes.
What is cacao, by the way, for folks who don't know that term?
Yeah, I'd be one of those folks.
Okay, it's, well, cocoa or raw chocolate. It's chocolate pieces before they get processed into chocolate bars or chocolate chips.
Now, those can be a tiny bit bitter that way, right?
Well, I've always thought that they're a little bitter, a little sweet. And some people say, no, they're sweet. Some people say, no, they're bitter. I think they're right in between. But what I like about them is they make a great additive to, like, trail mixes. I travel a lot on planes, and I want to be able to reach into a bag and grab something, you know, if I'm bored or hungry. And trail mixes fit that, but then I need something that's got punch, that's going to keep me awake, keep me alert. And that's, you know, because I'm working on my computer while I'm on that plane. And that's where cacao comes in. I mean, chocolate is, you know, the most well-known food that nobody knows anything about. It's outrageous.
Right. The other question I have on that note is, do you have suggestions in terms of which of those products to buy if you're not making them at home? And, you know, you go down the health food section, even you go to the trail mix, there's aisles and aisles of them.
Well, I always look for raw, organic trail mixes. And there's a number of reasons. One is because raw food generally has better nutrition. Organic is generally better, not in every case, but generally better. But the third thing is that people who are in that industry, the raw organic food industry, I believe have a little bit more quality control, and they're going to give you a higher quality product.
That's a great tip. All right, let's talk about being on planes. That can be, I don't know, some people get a little nervous about flying just because they don't like the air. How do we stay healthy on an airplane? You, of all people, would know. You would be the best expert on this.
One of the doctors I work with has gone up on an airplane with a radiation meter to find out how much radiation you get exposed to when you're in an airplane. This is super important advice. always fly at night whenever you can, because the radiation might be 10 times less up at 30,000 feet than it is during the day.
Wow.
So
really?
I've learned that the hard way over the years. I always take red eyes whenever possible. Great piece of advice. Another thing is when we're getting radiated like that, well, we have to have certain nutrients that help us prevent us from being oxidized. Free radical damage. What are those nutrients? Well, it's antioxidants. Mm-hmm. And the best natural source of antioxidants are richly pigmented colored foods, which obviously gravy isn't one of them.
Darn it.
One of them. But goji berry, with this bright red color, it has pigments of antioxidants. That's what those pigments are. So the more of these superfoods that have these antioxidant pigments we take, like acai has become popular recently, the more protected we are when we fly.
Blueberries, raspberries.
Blueberries, raspberries, absolutely.
David, thank you very much for being here. The name of the book is Superfoods. Oh, I'm holding it up this time. This is very,
you do that very well.
Gosh,
you so
thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, gentlemen. Have the best day ever.
My pleasure. All right, we've got more to come. Hour number 2 of Travel Show Live is underway. How to find a good bed and breakfast.
I'm not an expert on that.
No, we are not.
I have no family that run bed and breakfast.
You don't have a fan. That's good.
No.
Thank goodness we don't have to go down that road again. We have an expert for you in a matter of seconds. Stay with us here on Travel Show Live.